Grace and peace of our Lord Jesus Christ to all of you, and welcome to this edition of Coffee Time with Father Sam. So I am encouraging all of our families to participate in our consecration to our patron, Saint Joseph. Like that coffee cup there. It's a beautiful cup I found in our cupboard. Our consecration preparation begins on February 15th, and the consecration will take place on March 19th, which is the feast of St. Joseph, the husband of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And that consecration will be led by Bishop Myron Cotta, and we're looking forward to that. But to get ready for that consecration, and to kind of get a better understanding of what a consecration is, it is important that we have our book. And that book we're using is Consecration to St. Joseph, the Wonders of Our Spiritual Father by Father Donald Calloway. So these books can be purchased at our bookstore. I think we still have a number of copies left here at St. Joseph's. The bookstore will be open after Tuesday Masses in the morning, after Wednesday Masses in the morning, or call the parish office. There's also a web page we have talking about the consecration, what it is, why it's important, what it means. Doug Beaumont, our director of faith formation, did a really good video going into more of the detail of that. And on that same page, there are 2 RSVP links, and that's what I'm going to ask you to consider. First, RSVP to sign up for the consecration that you're letting us know, because I'd like to get at least 300 families if that's possible, and I think it certainly should be, to join us for this consecration. And that's really exciting, thinking about all of us doing the consecration together, preparing together, reading the same each day, the same reflections, saying the prayers to our patron St. Joseph in our individual homes and our domestic churches, but united through that common effort to prepare for this consecration. The other link there is an RSVP for a special free live stream event where we're going to have the author, Don Calloway, is going to give us a talk on the consecration, and we're looking forward to that. That's on February 10th at 7 p.m. So there's an RSVP for that, and so please do that as well. So I do want to take just a moment here and maybe read just a little bit out of this book. It's really a wonderful work that we are using to prepare. And I know some of you may not be sure what a consecration is and what it means. Again, go to our website. There is some information on that. And also in the book, it does explain that. So let me try to put my coffee down here. Maybe I'll just put it up here and you can kind of see my cup there. And I do have the page marked, page 5. So the introduction. So what Don Calloway says is, now is the time to consecrate yourself to St. Joseph. God is telling his church that in order to defend marriage and the family, elevate morals, recover lost ground, win souls for Christ, we need to bring St. Joseph into the battlefield, that there is a spiritual combat underway, because he is the terror of demons. That's one of his many titles. So with his powerful spiritual fatherhood, incredible love of his spiritual children, that's us, and constant intercession, the church can be renewed as a light to the nations. So what exactly is consecration to St. Joseph? Well, it basically means that you acknowledge that he is your spiritual father and that you want to be like him. So let's keep it simple, and that's really what it is that we want to be like our spiritual father, St. Joseph, to have that obedience, the chastity, purity of heart, humility, and real fidelity to God's will and doing his will in all things. Now, finally, I also want to remind everybody that we are beginning our Bishop's Ministry Appeal weekend this weekend coming up. As you know, I'm sure many of you here in the Diocese of Stockton, Bishop Cotta asks us to help support the ministries at the diocese that are important and necessary for our parish. And one of those ministries that the bishop does support financially is the recruiting of seminarians. We do have a director of vocations. His name is Father Cesar Martinez, Father Caesar. And he is responsible to encourage and promote and actually meet with guys who are maybe being called to the priesthood. And so that's a huge ministry, so necessary. We need to support that. Also, having recruiting priests to come from other countries to help us, like Father Shekhar has come from India. But that's pretty expensive. There's a lot of immigration cost. There's the R1 visa, as they call it, religious one visa, that does cost many thousands of dollars per priest to have and to renew every so often. And so the money that you give to the BMA will help with recruiting priests here, forming priests in our diocese, and recruiting priests that we may need from other countries that have been so generous to come to support us. So I'm asking every family to participate in the BMA and to give what you can. But what we are asking you to consider is to make 8 payments of $50 each. So for 8 months, $50 each, and that you'll have an opportunity to fill out that pledge this weekend, or you may be getting something in the mail. You should if you gave last year from the diocese. So thank you, and have a most blessed day.